welcome back, welcome back to the Forex Feast channel. And you know what our aim is for this channel? What we aim to do, for those who don't know, is we aim to provide the regular average Joe trader with the knowledge and skills necessary to go into these Forex markets and feast in profits. I am your humble, gracious, and grateful host, Sunday Okigwe, at your service. Also, without having to remind you, you all should know that I am not a financial advisor, okay, or some kind of professional trader. I'm just a guy with some opinions on the market, okay. I'm not some kind of guru. I just have a system that works for me, that I have been able to prove over time is consistent, okay. But nonetheless, all of that withstanding, I am not a financial advisor, okay. Forex is risky business. You can lose your entire shit along with your entire nyash if you do not know what you are doing in these markets, okay. You can lose your shirt, your shorts, everything, okay. So you want to be careful with your money, okay. You want to walk light when you're dealing with these markets. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into part two of these analysis of the GBP AUD pair. This would be the post analysis because obviously, we're now into Tuesday, pre-London. We have already seen the Sunday open, and we have seen also the market on Monday, and now we're entering into early Tuesday, pre-London officially. As you can see right here highlighted in yellow, this is where we ended things during the last video, and this is where market concluded for Friday's session. Okay, it concluded with these two bearish candles right here. This was the last candle to form during last Friday's session, New York session. Okay, and if you remember from the part one analysis, okay, and that analysis link should be coming up somewhere in the upper right hand corner of your screen, okay. But in that analysis, what happened was that we were able to come up with a few scenarios that might work, a few scenarios that if we saw those scenarios take place, we would be willing to trade, okay. But if those scenarios for whatever reason did not happen, we weren't going to trade. I mean, I made that very clear in part one's video, okay. If you guys need to go back and take a look at it, you're more than welcome, okay. But essentially, to kind of summarize what happened, in that scenario, I was expecting price, because it had already come down and given us that kind of solid bearish look. I mean, you had two bearish candles form, two solid bearish candles, okay, which means the last 2 hours of trading in the New York session, price was going down, price was bearish, okay. So what I expected during the Sunday open, okay, was for price to continue and to possibly leave a wick into this area right here, if not test this bottom right here, okay. This was the resistance level from about 2 weeks ago, or roughly more than 2 weeks ago now, and that has now formed as the new support. So I was expecting price to come down, test this area right here, and then reject towards the upside, okay. And the plan was to getting on the trade if price was to close somewhere above here, jump right in and ride the market up. That was the plan, okay. So that didn't happen, obviously, as we can see right now. Instead, what happened was that price opened, okay. It might have appeared like it was trying to continue downwards, but it didn't. Instead, what happened was that it started going upwards almost right away, okay. And it continued in that upward trend throughout the Asian session, into pre-London and London session, even into the New York session, and it formed this resistance area right here, okay. This is officially the new resistance area, and because now we have a new resistance area represented by this I guess you can call it tan colored, is it, or light brown, I'll just go with tan, okay. This tan colored area right here represents the new resistance level, Okay, now how do we know this is a resistance level? Well, you look at, count the number of wicks: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, and depending on who you are, you might count these two as 8 and 9. So this area right here, this zone right here, has been tested multiple times. Okay, multiple times. So this is a legit resistance area. Price gets in here, for some reason it wants to reject. It is reacting somehow when it gets in here, and as you can see right now, there appears to be price is forming again right here in pre-London, as though it wants to jump in and test this zone right here once more. Okay, what I'm expecting to happen, and of course it's going to happen, or else we're not going to get into a trade. Okay, also mind you, I'm digressing a little bit, but I should also put this out there. It's obvious, but in case it isn't, we didn't get into a day 10 trade. Okay, so I'm going to do a video explaining that, but this is partially the reason why, because the price did not do what I expected it to do. Okay, so because I came in and I was seeing something different from what I was expecting, I did not go in. Okay, and that's part of the discipline, that's part of my rules. Okay, that's part of what I've set in place for myself, and it works for me. Okay, if price does not do what I expect it to do, I'm not going to jump into the trade. Instead, I'm going to sit back and watch, and then try to go back and reanalyze. Go back to the drawing board, see what else is there, see what other opportunities might present themselves for me to go in and trade. Okay, so as I mentioned earlier, price didn't do what I expected it to do, which is to continue downwards to test the support area and then to reject. Instead, price kept going towards the upward momentum, which is fine. Okay, and because I was watching it and because I didn't do anything erratic, okay, I'm able to now see that price has actually formed a new resistance area. Okay, we're slightly going back, but I'm getting to a point here. Just follow me. Okay, so price has formed a new resistance area, but now the new important thing, okay, is that there is also a trend that seems to be forming as well. Okay, as you can see, this new line that I drew right here, okay, it looks like price is respecting this line right here. Okay, so what I'm expecting, okay, if it's in fact respecting this line, what I expect to happen is that as price is trying to go in and test this resistance zone, I expect that price is going to reject, come down to try to test this resistance line before now going out and breaking this resistance level. Okay, that's what I'm expecting to see. That's what I'm going to see that's going to make it comfortable enough for me to jump into a trade. Okay, I'm expecting price to go into this resistance zone right here and dance around. Okay, but ultimately I expect it to reject this area right here and start heading back down to test the trend line before now shooting back up and trying to test new resistance levels. That's what I'm expecting. Okay, if that doesn't happen, then we're going to go through day 10 and day 11 as no trade days. Okay, but things have to happen the way we would like them to happen before we can join the trade. Okay, we do not want to be caught unawares as far as trading is concerned. Okay, with any pair, I don't care what it is. Okay, if we can help it, we don't want to be caught unawares. Where I'm from, they say the okey doke. We don't want to be caught with the okey doke. All right, so essentially we're going to wait and we're going to see this one play out. Okay, we're going to see how it plays out, and hopefully it does what we expect it to do, and we can come in and take advantage of the opportunity once that happens. But in the meanwhile, excuse me, in the meanwhile, I'm going to be taking a look at this. Okay, I'm going to be taking a look at this and see what happens. If things look the way they should, then I would probably have another video ready sometime during the London session, within the next 2 or 3 hours. If not, then I might see you guys again maybe during the New York session, and that would do it for me, guys. If this video means anything as far as value to you, if you're getting any kind of value from this video, you know what to do. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell so that when I drop these videos, you can get the alert. Okay, as always, I wish you all a profitable and bullish trading week. Until the next time, take care, guys.